Stuart Varney and Eric Bolling debated Trump Care, and the only way to describe it is a festival of idiocy.
Get something, because anything,
kind of like Obama,
anything,
right?
Anything is better than nothing.
That's what Obama.
That's where I stand.
That's what Obama told us, and you know what he got? He got a health care bill that turned into a health care law, and then he lost the House right after that. 2009, Obamacare gets jammed through both chambers of Congress, and you get Obamacare. And in 2010, we got the House, and then we got the Senate in 2012. So I think here's my opinion, is let Obamacare fester on the vine through the 2018 election. Put it aside now. Come back at it after the 2018. Let them have it.
You get the blame.
Why would you take that? Why would you take that away? But right now the Democrats are getting the blame. Why would you take the blame? Premiums are going to go up through 2018.
Every media company in America, with just a few exceptions, will say, see, the Republicans had 6 years to come up with a plan. They couldn't get a plan. The Obamacare is collapsing. What really matters, though, is coming up with the right plan, Stuart. And this, by the way, is not the right plan. No,
this doesn't.
The important is coming up with an agreement. What's
the most important part of a health care plan?
Hold on a second.
It's $1 trillion plan. What's the most important part?
Hold on. If you get this vote, and it's a no vote, if you cannot agree, if the Republican Party cannot come together, and I don't care whether it's the right vote, if it's a no vote,
and then you get to tax reform, and then you get to infrastructure, and those are yeses.
It's a no vote.
The American public goes, thank God I got tax reform under my belt. Yeah, we'll get to health care in a minute. I have more money to spend now, though.
If there's a no vote, we go back to where we are now, a collapsing Obamacare. Worse, it is collapsing. Therefore, the Senate has to do something about it. Therefore, McConnell says he'll bring in Schumer to get a new plan. And you'll get Obamacare on steroids.
We're 14 months away from another election. This is where you want to take the ball and say, hey, we got this. And by the way, our insurance rates are even higher than under Obamacare. You want to go to a midterm election with higher premiums than Obamacare?
You haven't got the votes for the full and total get rid of everything in Obama. You haven't got the votes for it.
Good.
You won't get the votes.
You know why? Because it's a piece of crap bill. It's a piece of crap law. Here's why.
Wait. You're getting rid of all the taxes. You're getting rid of the mandates on individuals and on employers.
To bring prices down?
That's nothing? Are you kidding, Eric?
What's the way to bring prices down?
Answer my question.
Oh, man. That's hard to watch. So notice, at no point in their health care debate did they bring up, hey, we should increase coverage of people. And, what are the effects on regular people? And will this increase coverage or not? Will it give better coverage or not? Hey, will we chip away at the 45,000 people that die every year because they don't have basic care? The millions of people who don't have insurance? They're having a discussion about a bill, and notice it's basically a bunch of he said, she said, for the Democrats and Republicans. Bowling's like, yeah, well, if the Republicans do this, then they own it, and then they don't get to play. They don't get to win in 2018 and 2020. And basically, what you got to do is you got to win in 2018 and 20. This isn't a fucking game, you absolute idiot. This is people's lives we're talking about. This is healthcare. This is health insurance. Yeah, but if you do this, then the Democrats win back in 2018 and 2020. What you got to do is you got to make sure that the Republicans win in 2018 and 2020 by doing X, Y, and Z. And by the way, what's their ideal? Like, what's your ideal? So you're creating a country from scratch, a civilization from scratch. What would you do for healthcare? Like, these guys, they don't have an answer to that because they're not serious people. They haven't thought these things through. They don't have policy positions. To them, it's just red team, blue team, figure out how do I get more people on my team in there and how do I win in that respect. And everybody else, you're just collateral damage. And also, one of Bowling's points is like, well, Obamacare's collapsing. Good, let it collapse, then the Democrats own it, and then the Republicans win even bigger. Lindsey Graham makes this point all the time, like, Obamacare's, let it collapse. But wait, by your own logic, what you're saying is it's collapsing and a lot of people are going to get hurt. So what you're saying is let Americans get hurt for a political reason. You don't realize how that makes you a loathsome scumbag? If indeed Obamacare was collapsing like they said it was and they really wanted to help the American people, wouldn't priority number one be, we have to fix this for the American people. People are getting hurt right now. But they're like, no, let it collapse and let fucking people get hurt all over the place, and then we'll just blame it on the Democrats, and then we'll win in the future. So, okay, in the meantime, people get hurt is your position, and you're cool with that as a politician in Lindsey Graham's case and as a media figure in Eric Bolling's case. And then the other guy, Stuart Varney, I don't know what's worse, that position or Stuart Varney's position, which is like, but we got tax cuts for the rich in this, good lad. We got tax cuts and we got rid of the mandate, even though they didn't, by the way, get rid of the mandate. Insurance companies have their own mandate now, basically. If you go for a certain amount of time without insurance, they just jack up your prices tremendously. So they didn't really get rid of it. Now it's just the private health insurance companies that enforce it, and they're definitely going to enforce it way more than the government, which had no enforcement mechanism. So he's just happy about the tax cuts for the rich. That's it. That's what Stuart Varney's happy about. And he acts like, well, it's a jolly good time. I'll get hundreds of thousands more dollars now. Yes. This is the healthcare debate you have on Fox News. You know, among people on the left, at least, even with the corporate Democrats, the back and forth is, hey, do we keep our fucking shitty half measure Obamacare, which made things a little bit better? Or do we do Medicare for all? Like, I don't think that's a legitimate debate, don't get me wrong, because the answer is Medicare for all, and all the evidence shows that. But at least there's a debate where, you know, the people aren't, like, arguing as to how to fuck over Americans more. And that's what we get with these clowns, and it's just gross to watch.